Kimball. It's Ruth. Ruth Walker. I'm the charity director. These are the foster children who found permanent homes thanks to you. You wanted to see them, remember? I've been trying to see you for months. But your lawyer cut you off from everyone. And he's here. I don't have much time.
Who let you in here?
Mr. Kimball, listen to me. Don't let him do this. You have to fight.
Get out now.
It's a public hospital.
And you're in a private wing named after this man, in fact. You're trespassing.
Call a cop.
Okay, let's go.
Mr. Kimball, this man, you're a lawyer. He is trying to take your money.
She.
I'm Ruth. I am your friend.
I just found out about Bennett Kimball. I am so sorry.
Blue irises, they were his favorite.
How did you meet him?
I run a nonprofit. We would help move children from foster care into adoption. One day I got a call from Mr. Kimball. He said he wanted to help. I figured he'd make a donation and that would be that. But the checks kept coming, each one bigger than the last.
Not so unusual. People like Kimball are always looking for a new pet cause. Are you just writing down the things I say? Yes, Ruth, go on.
Mr. Kimball was an orphan himself. It had special meaning for him. When his health started to fail, I'd visit him and show him pictures of our kids. It would cheer him up.
That's when he told her about his will. Oh, sorry. So the will?
A few months ago, Mr. Kimball told me he drafted a new will, leaving his entire estate to my charity. I was stunned.
So he told you about it. Did he ever show you this new will?
No. After that, his lawyer, Alexander Blanchard, wouldn't let anyone see him. I knew he was doing badly, so last week I snuck into his room. He didn't even know who I was. He kept calling me Gigi.
Ruth, will or no will, we're going to see that Bennett Kimball's wishes are followed. Yes, the law is going to see to that.
Thank you. I'm gonna bring these to him.
And when you saw Mr. Kimball last week, what was his mental state?
He didn't even know who I was. He kept calling me Gigi.
How did this compare with your last visit with him 2 months ago?
It was completely different. He was frail then, but his mind was still sharp.
No further questions, Your Honor. Your witness, Mr. Blanchard. Ms. Walker, you testified that when you spoke to Mr. Kimball 2 months ago, he was lucid. Is that correct?
Yes, right before you locked him away, so he couldn't change his will.
Objection. Ms. Walker answered Mr. Blanchard's questions only. These are Mr. Bennett's medical records, which I have entered into evidence. They state that he was declared incompetent over 2 years ago.
It's a lie! He paid off the doctor just like he paid off everyone else.
Objection. Sustained. Ms. Driscoll, one more outburst from your client and I will find her in contempt. Yes, Your Honor. Isn't it true, Ms. Walker, that even if you had this new will, which you don't, it would have been the product of a man deep in the throes of dementia?
No. No. It was fine. It was fine. Why would he go through all that trouble to find me and not tell me he was my father?
Think about it from his perspective. If he had told you the truth, how would you have reacted?
I would have asked him why it took him so long.
Instead, he started out with a clean slate, and by leaving his fortune to your charity, maybe he thought he could atone for the mistakes in his life.
You know, the kind, generous Bennett Kimball was the only one I knew. And that's how I'm gonna remember him.
Where's your lawyer? I figured she would be celebrating with you.
My lawyer, I never met her before this week. She told me she was with you.